Hello everyone, it's the Professor. Okay, I haven't done one of these in a little while, so I'm going to be doing a bit of an unscripted rant today. Now, of course, you're going to be wondering, what is the subject material behind my unscripted rant? Well, if you took enough time to pay attention to what the title of this video is, you should have a good idea. I'm going to be talking about RJBandsma, Ralph Joseph Bandsma. Now, one of the reasons I'm going to be doing this unscripted rant is kind of for his dad. As everyone should know, his dad is a YouTube user as well. He has his own YouTube account, RamboTweety1. When RamboTweety1 first showed up, I want to let you know that I did not like him. I didn't like him when he first showed up on YouTube, because it was during the start of the whole RJBandsma fag war, or whatever you want to call it. And he was defending RJ, which I can understand why he was doing that, for the sole fact of it's kind of like a father trying to protect his son. I can understand this thing. But he was defending someone who didn't need defense. He was defending someone who deserved everything that was happening to him. And at that time, I didn't like him. I really didn't. But the thing is, Bandsma, aka RamboTweety1, has turned himself around. He's a completely different guy from what he was back then. He understands exactly what was going on. He understands the different viewpoints and the different sides to that battle and the whole crap behind RJ. And he's a really cool guy. I talked to him on Skype. I'm friends with him on YouTube and everything. And if you haven't checked out his channel, do so. He has got some fantastic freaking artwork. He is a great caricature artist, and just artist altogether. But I'm going to get past that point. I'm not sitting here trying to put out a plug for RamboTweety1, but I kind of did anyway. The reason I'm going to be doing this unscripted rant is because he sent me the video that RJ did, which was quote-unquote an apology to him. And I watched it. And to tell you the truth, I wanted to do a commentary on it originally. But then I remembered that, RJ can't handle a commentary on him. He flags those immediately. He sees them, he's like, oh crap, gotta flag that. So what I'm doing is gonna do this rant. Why? Because, unlike Jay Friedan, hopefully he won't flag it down for copyright infringement. Unless, of course, RJ, you think your name is copyrighted, which is a load of BS, and it's not copyrighted anyway. But what RJ has done is he put out where he was threatening his dad. He was threatening to kick his dad's ass. He's also went off and flagged RamboTweety1's Blip TV account to the point where he's lost his Blip TV account. He's at pretty much, I believe, if he gets one more strike on his YouTube account as well, he'll lose his YouTube account. And these are because of RJ. So I find it really pathetic that a son is flagging his dad, that is hating his dad this much. The fact that his dad is sitting out here trying to give him information, trying to give him guidance, trying to tell him what he should do to turn himself around, and he's out here flagging him and giving him this much hate. RJ, you have no idea, do you? You really don't understand what's going on here. Your dad is trying to assist you. He's trying to help you, and you're sitting here flagging him and trying to get him removed from YouTube. But what I want to do is go over some points that he made in the apology video. And I'm going to discredit them. I'm going to go against them. I'm going to raise some questions, some points I have against what he said in his video. So let's just start at the top, shall we? He starts off his video by making his apology for threatening his dad. He makes the apology for threatening Merle. And that's all well and good. That's very respectable. At least you had the mentality to apologize for something of that sort. But here's the issue here. You never apologize for taking down his Blip TV account. You never apologize for all the false flags you've put against him. You didn't apologize for these other things. The whole threatening to kick his ass, that's kind of minor. That's an empty threat. You should have apologized for flagging his videos. You should have apologized for taking down his Blip TV account. You should have apologized for these things. Because what you're doing here, when you flag someone's video, you are saying that this person has committed a felony by stealing copyrighted material and using it unlawfully, which is a felony. And you are claiming your dad is a felon when he's not. Because what he did was not copyright infringement. And I know this for a fact. I have received an email. Actually, it's a private message from your dad about what you flagged his video for. And I'm just going to show this on the screen, and I'm also going to read it to you guys as well. Okay, right here, as you can see in this email, are this private message that RamboTweety sent to me, and it's RJ's response to why he shut down the Blip TV account. I don't know who asked the question. I believe this was sent to RamboTweety by someone else, but the question was posed saying, "Hey, RJ, I have been staying out of yours and your dad's arguments, but I need to ask you, why did you have his Blip TV account terminated? I'm not judging you, I'm just asking." Fair question. Now here's what he returned. This is the response. And I guess saying Tuesday means that he responded on a Tuesday. And he says, "Well, he made a rude parody video of mine. I only allow other users to use my videos with my permission." Okay, RJ, here is something you need to understand. Parody videos are protected under Section 107 of the copyright laws, under fair use. It says specifically that parodies are protected. Why do you think people like Weird Al Yankovic can go out and make parody songs of different things out there and not ever have a challenge against him? As a matter of fact, whenever the song Gangsta's Paradise came out by Snoop Dogg, I believe it was, it might have been Coolio, I don't remember, and Weird Al Yankovic made the song Amish Paradise, the creator of Gangsta's Paradise tried to sue him for the rights to this song. It went to Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court said that the creation of the song Amish Paradise was acceptable and legal under copyright laws and fair use for the sole fact that it was a parody of the original. That right there is a statute in court that specifies that a parody video is protected under fair use. So what you did by flagging this, video, was make a false claim of copyright, which is a felony. That is a felony, RJ. You committed a felony. If your dad wanted to sue you for those rights, there is precedence in court that will say, "Oh, that's protected under fair use. We have precedence right here in this case trial. Look at this." And guess what? You're immediately going to get hit, bam, with that charge of a felony for a false copyright claim. Congratulations. I hope you understand this little point right here. The next thing, you mentioned that it is wrong to try and remove people from YouTube? Are you kidding me? You actually mentioned this because you said that people were trying to get you to leave YouTube, and you said, "I'm never gonna do it, and it is wrong and evil and just stupid and corrupt and blah-de-blah-de-blah to try to remove people from YouTube, to try to close their accounts and get them terminated." Well, here's a little issue with your thought process. Do you remember a certain user by the name of Oblivion709? How about Vesper the Snake? Or how about TOG Reviews, aka me? You tried to get all three of us removed from YouTube. Do you remember that? You're going to go off and you're going to say that it is wrong to try to get people removed from YouTube after you tried to remove us from YouTube. And the funniest thing is, you even try to get your dad removed from YouTube. And you're sitting here going to tell people that it's wrong to do this. Do you see the giant level of hypocrisy sitting in front of you? The giant contradiction? The giant pile of stupidity that is coming out of your mouth? You are an imbecile to say this sort of thing, to say that it's wrong to do this when you have a huge track record of doing the exact same thing, and you've still done it. You've still been flagging videos from people like Oblivion and Vesper and everyone else who's making commentaries on you. You're trying to get them removed still to this day, and yet you're saying it's wrong to do that. So what I can take from this is that in your mind, it is wrong for people to get you removed from YouTube. But all these other people, it's a-okay because they're a bunch of bully jerks. They're stealing your videos, which they're not. They're hurting your feelings. Dude, it's a two-way street because there are tons of videos out there of you threatening people. And you even mentioned this in your video. When was the last time I threatened someone's life? It's been a couple of months. But that doesn't mean you haven't threatened people's health and their physical well-being throughout that time. You might not have said, "I'll kill you," but you've threatened them in other ways. You still said degrading remarks, hate speech throughout your videos. Do you realize the hypocrisy here? You say that we hurt your feelings, so it's okay to remove our videos and try to get us taken off the internet. But no, you're just this golden child. You're a little angel with a halo and very bad teeth. Come on, man. Think about it for just 5 minutes. And even your small, pathetic, impudent mind can understand this. The next thing I want to bring up is how you talk about you have understood, you've realized, you need to be able to take constructive criticism from people. You state this in your video. And then later on, in the same video, you state that commentaries are not going to be allowed on you. How can you go off and say that you're going to take criticism from people, but we can't do a commentary on you, giving you said criticism that you've admitted you need? Do you realize how stupid that is? You contradicted yourself yet again in the same video with your own words. I'll take constructive criticism, but you can't do a commentary on it because I won't allow it. You're not allowed to do so. You said it as if you are the boss of everyone. It is giving this idea that psychologically you have a God complex. You have this thought in your head that you're bigger than everyone else. You're better than everyone else. You're right. We're wrong. Oh yes, I am this godly character who lives in a trailer and faps to NASCAR all day long. Dude, are you serious? You have got to be kidding me to make this big of a idiotic contradiction in one video within 9 minutes. And half of that 9 minutes was nothing but dead silence. Dead silence. Half of that video was nothing. Because you have the tendency to start a sentence and then you won't finish that sentence unless you make a 30-second pause in between. Do you have the ability to make a track in your mind, to form a thought and spit it out of your mouth in one full statement? Or at least put your damn video into Windows Movie Maker or something else and cut out the freaking dead space that you have in there? And another thing I want to bring up that you mentioned. You posed the question, mostly to yourself, but I'm going to answer it for you. If it is legal to use non-copyrighted footage and make money off of it with your own video, say a criticism video, a review, a commentary, a parody, is it legal to do something that is not copyrighted and make a video out of it and make money off of it? Yes, that is legal. That is completely and totally legal. If there is no copyright on whatever the original footage, the original item is, you can use that item and make money off of it. That's how it works. If there's no copyright on it, it's free to use. It is open domain. Open domain is you can use this with whatever the hell you want it to be. That's how it works. And I find it really sad because throughout your video, 90% of it, you're sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to go ahead and look this up. Click, 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 click. Let me research this. Oh, guys, I'm sorry this is really taking a long time to do. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm trying to research this. Click, 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 click. Type the keyboard, type the keyboard. Yeah, I haven't found it yet. I'm just going to keep looking. Yeah, I'm going to keep looking a little bit more. Here's a nice little hint for you, and this should be common sense. Before you make a video, do your research. Figure it out. Copyright.gov is a very easy website to look at. And it is the government website that covers copyright laws. Okay? That's not that hard to find. You could have looked it up before you made your video, your apology, your rant, whatever you want to call this. But no, you decided it was a better idea to waste our time by searching for it in the middle of it and staying completely silent the entire time. The next thing I want to cover is you talking about emailing Blip TV. Son, this is going to be pointless. This is going to be a very pointless endeavor of yours to email Blip TV. You're going to email them and be like, oh, there's a bunch of people up there, and they're making commentaries on me, and they're making money off of my uncopyrighted materials, and they're using my face and my audios and my videos, and they're doing this, and they're being mean bully jerks, and they're making fun of me. I want you to take them down and get them off of Blip TV and stuff. Do you really think Blip TV is going to listen to you? The people that are on Blip TV are making them money. You understand this, right? They're making them money. Why would they get rid of them? Because you're going to go out there and whine like a little bitch. They're not going to get rid of them. It's much like the partnership program they have on YouTube. How many partners on YouTube get away with breaking the YouTube guidelines, the community guidelines? And here's the reason they get away with it. Because they bring in revenue to YouTube. If you're bringing in revenue, and you're bringing in a good amount of revenue, why would they get rid of you? They won't. They're like, oh yeah, sure, we'll look into that, Mr. RJBandsma, and then they won't do anything. And you're sitting there going, oh, why didn't they do anything to them? Because they're making the company money. Do you understand this? Why would they give a crap about this? Blip TV is a little bit more intelligent about copyright than YouTube is. They really are. It's a lot harder to get stuff taken away from Blip because of copyright, because they're a little bit more intelligent about how they handle it. The next thing I want to talk about, and this is something I have to say, I fully respect your decision for this part. You're talking about the website that has your phone number and your address, and you're talking about getting that taken down. I will tell you this, I fully respect your decision to get that taken away. Now, taking the whole site down, no! But getting that stuff off of there, the phone number and the address, that's fully understandable for the sole fact that that is a breach of privacy, which is an illegal action in the United States of America. That is an illegal action. That is something that can be charged upon you, and I believe it's a felony as well to do a breach of privacy, to put this information out there without the permission, the explicit permission of the person that it involves. So I fully respect that decision. I want to cover another thing. You talk about how you're not going to respect someone if they decide to come to your house. And you were talking about your dad. You were talking about Merle. And here's the wonderful thing. He won't be coming to your house. He doesn't have to ask you permission about it. The trailer you live in is owned by your grandmother. She'd be the one that has to give him permission, not you. Are you bringing in any money? Are you paying the rent on that place? Are you paying to live there? As far as I understand, no, you're not. You're just squatting. You're living off of their money. You're living off of her. That's how, as far as I understand things, that's how it's happening. You're living off of them. So you don't have the right to ban people from there. Only they do. And you also talk about how you said you wish to talk things through with him. But here's the stupidity behind you saying you wish to talk things out with your dad. You're not going to unblock him from your channel? And you're going to refuse to respond to him when he contacts you. And yet you wish to talk things out. How stupid are you? You stated you want to talk things out, but you're not going to unblock him. You're not going to respond to his contacts. You're just going to keep flagging his videos. You're going to keep trying to get him removed from YouTube. And you want to talk things out. How ignorant are you? Truly. Can you answer this question? How ignorant are you to not see the contradictions you're making in your own videos? The hypocrisy within your own videos, within a segment of 9 minutes. And if you take all the dead space out, it's about 4 minutes. Within a space of 4 minutes of talking, you can't realize the contradictions you're giving in your videos. You can't realize how stupid you're making yourself seem. RJ, listen to what I'm saying. You need to grow up. You need to get past this. You need to learn that there are people out there who are going to say things, that are going to have differing opinions, that are going to criticize. That is a part of life. Criticism is always going to be there. If you ever get a job, are you going to attack your boss for criticizing your work? Are you going to attack your grandmother if she ever says that your room isn't clean? And from the last video I saw of your room, you need to clean it. Are you going to attack people for the rest of your life for raising criticism on you, for having a differing opinion? You can't go through life like this. You need to accept that is part of the human condition, that we're going to have differing opinions, that there are going to be people out there who don't see eye to eye with you. That's part of the human condition. That's part of being a human. That's part of who we are as a species. We're all different. You need to understand this. And you can't go through life just trying to block this out, trying to shut other people up because they don't agree with you or they don't like something you have to say. That's not how the world works. The world actually works with these differing opinions. The ability for people who have differing opinions, differing points of view to come together and work for the end result of what we need. That is how the world works. Everyone comes together and works in cohesion. They work in harmony to figure things out. And these different point of views are a good thing. These differing opinions are a good thing. There is no growth without criticism. Understand that. You are never going to change. You are going to be the exact same person you are now. You're going to be alone with no friends. You're not going to have anyone to look to. You're not going to have anyone there to help you. You're going to continue to be someone who is hated on the internet. And quite possibly, seeing as the internet does filter into real life eventually, you're probably not going to be very much liked in real life. It's going to follow you forever. if you do not wake up, if you do not open your eyes, if you do not see the contradictions, the hypocrisy, the things that you're doing, the illegal actions that you're doing. If you don't realize what you're doing, you're never going to change. You're not going to grow up. You're going to turn out a mess in your later years. You're going to be alone, no one there, and you're just going to have yourself to look at and blame. It's not going to be anyone else's fault that you end out this way. It's yours. Yours alone. People have tried to help you. Honestly, at this point, I would have to say that anyone watching this video, RJBandsma is dead. That's how you should accept this. He might still have a YouTube account. Ignore him. Show him that we don't care for his opinion. We don't care for what he does. Show him in this way. Ignore him. Let him do his little thing. Let him live his little life and his little egotistical bubble of I'm perfect. Let him live his way. Just ignore him completely. Much like what we have to do with people like Sailor Moon Best 1. You let them live their lives the way they are. They will grow up old and alone because they're still children. They will grow that way. They will be that way forever. And honestly, that is the best form of punishment and irony that there is. That in their old age, they might just finally look back and say, well, damn, I did this to myself. So just leave them be. Ignore them. Hell, if his dad can say, I'm done with you, why can't we all say that we're done with him? So that is my suggestion to everyone else out there. Everyone else watching this rant, ignore RJBandsma. Ralph Joseph Bandsma does not exist anymore. He is dead. He's 6 feet under. He doesn't exist. Wipe him from your minds. Wipe him from your memories. Don't even look at him. Don't worry about him. Don't focus on the guy. It's not worth it. It just really isn't. But everyone, I hope you enjoyed this little rant. And RJ, I'm going to send you this video. I hope you watch it in its completion. And I hope you actually listen to what I say and understand what I had to say and take it into consideration. Actually use this in your life to make yourself a little better, to try to change yourself, maybe grow up, stop being a little man-child, stop being an idiot, stop being a dumbass, stop doing things that should put you in jail, but enough of us don't care, so we're not going to do anything against you because we see you as a pathetic waste of oxygen. You're a pathetic waste of life. Your cells that create your body could have been used to create someone much better, and yet they were wasted on you. So everyone, ignore RJ. RJ, if you're watching this, grow up, change, listen to what people have been telling you, and maybe you'll end up somewhat of an acceptable and respectable person, and a respectable human being. After all, look, your dad wasn't respected at first, but he changed, and guess what? Every one of us who were against him at first have a lot of respect for your dad now. Do you know why? Because he changed. Because he realized things. Because he grew up. Because he got past what he was. He's a different person. He understands now. So everyone, this is the Professor. I will see you ladies and gents on a later date, and adieu.